my channel, Livia's Grad School Vlogs, where I share my insight as a Penn State graduate student. So last week I uploaded a video that was the 5 things I wish I knew before starting graduate school, and today is kind of not a continuation, but it goes along with it. But this is more of the like stream of consciousness debriefing side of it, whereas that was like 5 specific bullet points. So I hope everyone is having a happy new year. Hope you're getting ready to tackle this next semester or this next season of your work or life or whatever you're doing right now. So for those of you who don't know, I'm about to start my 2nd semester in the Media Studies Master's program in the Penn State Bellisaro College of Communications. I'm more on the social sciences side of things, and so my classes definitely reflected that. So this is just saying this video is my experience. It's only a reflection of me, not on Penn State. I can't speak for every single communications graduate program across the nation. This is just what I experienced, how I'm feeling, etc. So I'm going to talk about a little bit about some of the assignments I did, plus just kind of how I felt moving across the country. If you don't know, I'm from California, and now I'm 3,000 miles away from my family and friends. So let's get this video started. So first, I want to start by saying my last video was like 5 bullet points, right? So it started with me saying, here are 6 things I learned. Well, halfway through the video, I got interrupted, and then when I came back, I forgot the thing I wanted to add, which is why it ended up being 5 things I learned. So let's start off with the 6th thing I wish I would have known / things I kind of learned my first semester, is that it's a good idea to come to school, come to class, already having a couple of studies in mind. For 2 of my classes, the end project was we had to create a research proposal. So one of my classes was media effects. So like obviously anything that I came up with was like gonna fit because that's what I want to study. Another one was our pro seminar. So again, this was for incoming master students, kind of an intro to the field of communications. We had a couple interesting projects during that, which I'll mention in a moment. And then I took a research methods course, a quantitative research methods. So for the pro seminar and the media effects class, we had to do research proposals. So one of mine I kind of came up with last minute, and it was constantly changing, like literally up until the minute I turned it in. The other one I've been thinking about for a while. And then in my research methods class, we actually did a group project and had to run a study and do the analysis and all of that. And so we kind of brainstormed that one together. With that being said, I guess I don't know. I just didn't know that like pretty much at the end of every single course, your last final project is coming up with a research study and a research proposal. I don't know why I didn't know that, because now going through it, it seems obvious, but I thought you would like, I don't know, write a paper on like the class or the topic or whatever, but I didn't realize it wasn't actually a study. So if you're thinking about doing graduate school, over the summer, try to come up with several different research projects you can do. That was something I was not expecting. I don't know why, but I was expecting that every single course is most likely going to have a course proposal project. So I did survive my first semester. I got all A's, which they want you to succeed, right? So like I did put in a lot of work and a lot of effort, and I definitely think for some classes they were like, yes, we saw you put in a lot of effort. Because these classes, like I'm a first-year master student, but we take them with master students and PhD students, and they can also be from any graduate program across campus. So there's a wide range of the types of people you're going to be in class with, and so yeah, I definitely think my professors, it was tough, and like I said, I worked my butt off and I went to office hours and like I tried really hard, and I think they definitely graded on the, yeah, we see you tried really hard. One of my classes, research methods, was really tough. All the other graduate students were saying this course is going to be the hardest course you're going to have like during your entire time. Your first semester here is going to be the hardest. So if you can get through this, you can get through anything. So that is definitely something that has kept all of us going, I think, because even though it was a 3-unit class, it felt like a 6-unit class. And I come from quarter system, so I've taken 5-unit classes before. And let me tell you, that felt like a 5 or 6-unit class. Just because the amount of work that we did, it wasn't that the topic was like so taxing or like whatever, but there was work constantly in that class. Like I mentioned, we did an entire group project. So from coming up with the idea to creating the survey, finding participants and running it, doing the data analysis, writing up a final report, and then like presenting it. So we did all of that. So in addition to the group project, we had a midterm and a final. We had something called an explication paper, which was our like really big thing due in like October, so close to the beginning or beginning of the middle of the semester. And so for that we had to take a term, yeah, like a concept, and then talk about like its various definitions and like the measurements and things like that. So it was really interesting. So I did mine on body dissatisfaction. It was a good assignment, but it was a lot. And then we did critiques of articles throughout as well. So yeah, I don't know why it seemed like so much, but that class was so much work. Like we met with our professor over Thanksgiving break to work on the group project, and yeah, anyway, that class was a lot, but I'm really glad to be done with it. For my media effects class, it was great because we had like the final big paper, but then throughout the semester we also had smaller assignments that were like leading us towards it. So first we started out with simple paper proposal. So it was only a couple pages. I think mine was like 6 pages or something like that. It's in one of the vlogs. But that was great too at the beginning to get her feedback on that. And then we did an annotated bibliography, which if you watch my other video, you know how much I love those things. And then the final project. And then what was interesting was for this class, so all my classes that I take are 3 hours long. And so after a couple of weeks, she actually had us get into groups, like pairs, and we had to lead an entire 3-hour discussion. So this is also another vlog, but Maggie and I did ours on social cognitive theory, I think. Yes, by Albert Bandura. And so I basically learned how not to lead a class lecture. It was a train wreck. We gave ours the night before our midterm for our research methods class, and so like no one was paying attention, everyone was just studying for that. It was a train wreck on like my part. Like Maggie did fine, like oh my god, it was awful. And then of course there were like 3 short like encyclopedia articles that we had to read each week. So there are encyclopedias about different media effects topics, so they were articles from that, and then an actual like scientific article, and then do like discussion posts about it. So that wasn't bad at all. I felt like that class was the perfect amount of work, so I was like constantly doing stuff for it, but it wasn't consuming my life. Pro Sem was really cool. There were only 6 of us in the class, but we did cool assignments, like we did a short paper and then like a 7-minute presentation on a communications conference, which I knew nothing about conferences, so now I know a little bit about them, about a journal in communications. Really good too is for that class we read a master's thesis from a former Penn State student, so like master's theses from the Penn State master's program that we're currently in. And so that was really, really great. The one that I read, her thesis was probably 53 pages long, excluding the survey and references and all the like extra stuff. Because I thought these things had to be like hundreds of pages, and there were like master's theses that were like 150 pages, but it was also good to see like, okay, this one was 50 pages long. So that's a lot more doable to do that much. I like Pennsylvania, I like my apartment. It's finally stopped raining. So probably the 2nd week of December, like before finals week, is when it finally stopped raining. It has been raining since I moved in. Literally, it's been the rainiest summer and then the rainiest year they've had ever in history here in State College. I'm not kidding when I say it's been raining every single day since I got here. So it's fine, like the weather is so nice outside, which if I look outside, that's why, like it's sunny, it's cold, but it's not that cold, so like I might go for a walk later and I'll be fine. I'll just wear my coat, but it's not like, it's not freezing, it's finally not raining, it's not snowing or anything. The leaves are off. There's too many trees here. That is one thing. There's way too many trees here, but with the leaves off, it makes it better. One thing I want to mention was, yeah, so weeks, like, so I had a busy, you know, I was telling my mom whenever, okay, I'm about to have like a busy, really busy like 5 weeks coming up, so like I'm not gonna be able to communicate too much, like just, you know, have a really busy 5 weeks coming up. Well, then things got switched around, and so in the middle of the semester, I had 7 weeks that were insane. As far as my TA stuff, which I haven't even talked about. I might make a different video on that at the like end of the entire year once I've done that for longer. But between my TA stuff, multiple classes having things due, all of the reading, it was really intense. I wasn't like sleeping a lot during that time. And yeah, it was like 7 weeks go, which was a really long time to like not being able to like sit down and watch Netflix or like do laundry and not be stressed like, oh my god, I have to do laundry and like take time away from reading or whatever. So that was insane. During that time it was like in Wednesday night, I was crying. I was like kind of having a breakdown and like, you know, as one does when you're a student. And so I was looking up on the computer flights to go home, and I was like, honestly, if there had been a flight out of state college on Thursday evening that got me back here Sunday night, I would have booked it, even though it was like $700 round trip, because that is how badly I was like, I need to just like not be here for a second, like with all of the rain. And I lived in Florida this summer, so it was pretty rainy. Like we probably got rain every single day, which I knew that going into it, but I didn't know that I was gonna have rain now. And like I'm from California, it doesn't really rain. Really like December, January, February is when it rains. And so I just was not prepared for like May through December then to have rain, and who knows what's coming up in these next months. But I've had basically a year of rain, which is like horrible. Anyway, I just wanted to get out, and there were no flights until Friday, and I was like, okay, well, I'm not gonna go home. Like traveling to the East Coast takes literally an entire day. So I was like, okay, well, I'm not gonna like fly on Friday, be home basically for Saturday, then have to leave on Sunday. If I was able to stay home all of Friday and all of Saturday, I would have booked it. But I did get through it. I thought this semester was going to be better. It hasn't even started yet. I start in a couple of days. I'm filming this like an hour before you're seeing this. Yeah, it's noon right now. But anyway, the class I TA for, we have a lot fewer students this semester, so that's going to help a lot. And again, I'll talk about TA stuff in a different video. Yeah, one of my classes has 15 readings per week. Not 15 like, oh, here's 5 pages of something. Well, one of the things I printed is only 6 pages, but it's like 15 different things of like articles and chapters. Oh, this one's 16 pages, this one's 14 pages, 15 a week. So I don't know how that's going to go. I'm stressing out already. And that is what I'm going to do this afternoon, is start reading for my classes. But that is all I'm going to say for today. If you have any questions, feel free to put them in the comments below. I do plan on vlogging this semester again. If you have any suggestions or like things you want to see in a sit down video, let me know. Let me know if you do want me to do like a goals for this semester or anything like that. And I think that's it. So anyway, have an amazing day, keep dreaming out loud, have a great semester / new year, and I will see you guys next week. Bye!